How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Now, you've probably been practicing on the range and you're not getting the results you expect on the course. In this video, I'm going to give you some tips on how to improve your practice to better transfer to the course. So let's get started. My guess is your current practice looks like this. On the range, you hit ball after ball after ball after ball from the same spot to the same target. On the chipping green, you do something similar, ball after ball after ball, same spot, same club, same target. And on the putting green, you kind of just aimlessly hit putts to different holes. Yes, you're hitting shots, but there's no goal and there's no plan, so you don't really have anywhere to improve. To maximize your practice, you want to use two different types of practice. The first is block practice. This is where you are going to hit ball after ball after ball, but you're going to focus on a technical aspect of the swing or the chip or the putt. I personally have been trying to get a little deeper in my backswing and keep my left arm a little closer to my body. So I've been putting a glove under my left armpit and focusing on keeping that under my arm the whole time when I'm hitting the ball. I spend about 50 to 60% of my time when I'm hitting balls for block practice. I go through clubs from wedge to driver, really feeling that technique that I'm working on. Once I finish the block practice, then I move on to randomized practice. This is going to help resemble the course. There's a couple different ways to do this. The first way is to do a simulated round. So think of the front nine of the course you normally play. You normally hit driver off the first tee, you're going to hit driver. Depending on how you hit it, you'll guess how far you'd have in, and you'll hit another shot like that. You'll do this for 9 holes. The other way is just to bounce around to different targets. We have a lot of greens out here, so you can start by, let's go to the green flag, let's go to the yellow flag out there, let's hit a driver between these targets. You just randomize, bounce it around. One positive thing you can do here is to set a goal. Say there's 9 greens out there, you're going to hop around to hit different ones. Make it a goal to hit, say, 5 or 6 out of 9 of those greens. And if you don't do that, restart and do it again. For chipping, I recommend a pretty similar structure to the full swing practice with a little tweak to how much time you spend per each thing. Definitely start with block practice. Work on some sort of technique. Maybe you want to get better at holding the angle, so you use an alignment stick, put it down the shaft, and just make sure you don't hit your side with it. I personally have just been trying to get better at using the bounce, so I try and find a spot where I'm a little into the grain or just don't have a great lie. Somewhere where the leading edge will catch if I get my hands too far in front. And I just really focus on keeping the hands back and rotating. Again, if I get the hands forward, then it's going to start digging into the grass. So that's my cue that I did the wrong thing. So I spend about 15-20% of my time doing this from one spot to a couple different pins. And then for the rest of the time, I bounce around to different spots around the green to help really ingrain what I've been working on into different feels and shots. And bouncing around the greens is going to help me develop that feel. I'm going to have to hit different flights, different distances at a different lies. It's really just going to help you get better around the greens, and it's going to help you transfer this to the course much easier than if you just hit the same shot over and over and over again. One pro tip around the greens is to chip with your own golf balls. The range balls react different, they launch different, they spin different. Use the ball you use on the course on the practice green. And then finally, when it comes to putting, it's the same thing. Block practice to start. I'd recommend about 50% of your time do block practice. Do some sort of drill that's going to work on your stroke or your technique. I personally love to do a gate drill with an alignment stick down the side. The gate helps me ensure that I'm hitting the center of the putter face and my stroke is where it needs to be. And the alignment stick helps me train my eyes so I know that I'm aimed in the right spot. Once you finish working on your stroke in the block practice, then you can move on to the randomized practice for the other 50% of your time. If you want to work on short putts, you can do a circle drill where you set up tees from 3 feet to 8 feet away, set a target score and go around the tees. Go until you hit your target goal. If you want to work on speed control, you can do a ladder drill where you start from 10 feet or even farther back. Make sure you're hitting it into the target zone, but change the distance every time. Or if you want to just work on a mix of everything, set up some sort of course. I like to do the 9-hole course where you set up tees every 3 feet from 3 feet to 24 feet, so that'd be 8 tees. and then one more tee at about 45 to 60 feet. First hole is a par 1, the rest of them are par 2s. Try and beat whatever your past score is or set a target score. That's the end of the video. I hope you can take what you learned here, transfer it into your practice, and start getting better results on the course. I mean, that's what we practice for, right? So if you learned anything, leave a like, leave a follow, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one.